Hello everyone, it's been quite some time since I've done a level design video. However, today I'm not going to really be focusing on the level design. That's why you see a lack of level in here. Uh, what you see here is a recreation of one of the very first things I ever learned in college, which was a simple marble game. Technically, one of the first games I ever made was Pong, but around sophomore year, I believe, I had to make a simple game, so I learned the easiest thing you can make is a marble game. And I thought to myself, I want to make something, but I want to ease myself back into the actual game design aspect for, game design stuff. And as you guys remember, I suck at coding, so I thought what would be the best way to ease me back into it than to go back to the marble game. This is not a recreation, because if you guys like this video, I will start actually making the level. As you can see, there are only two things in this level, a platform over here and a little platform right here. That little platform actually has an animation. Hopefully it's actually still on there. I want to test it. Oh, no. That's the platform that gets to that platform. That's the platform I'm going to add a goal to. This is the platform I'm thinking of. I had to really remember everything I learned from college, which, like, it's not much, but I learned about animations and stuff. I wasn't ever really good at it, but I think this is pretty good for someone who hasn't done an animation in almost a year. Usually in animation, you would make it to where it keeps going and then has a resting period and then keeps going like that, but I wanted this to be like this in constant motion. And yes, it does loop. It took a bit to remember exactly where the loop button was, but there is coding in this game. The animation is not part of the coding. I have two scripts in here that I got from a YouTube channel, just to ease me back into it because, yeah, like I've said repeatedly, I suck at coding. So I have a player controller and a camera controller. The camera controller, let me show you what it does before I show you the script part. All it does is just follow the player. I can adjust it any way I want. This is just why I have it for the testing purposes. And as you can see, the character is rolling. It is a little marble. Just to let you know, in the scene, if you look at the marble, it is rolling. It's just the texture I have on it is so, like, it's so weird that it looks like it's not rolling. I kind of like it because it's like it's always reflecting the scene. What I plan on eventually doing is bringing over one of my favorite skyboxes for this world, so it has a nice skybox. And then once I build the level, I'm going to build a terrain underneath just to have background and stuff. As you can see, the ball is still going. I have it set to a very specific, where is it? Marble. My move speed is 10, which is what I learned from that tutorial. But let's move it down to 6. Let's see how far that goes. I'll get into the script in a second. I just want to see if I can fix this. It's still rolling a lot, but I can always learn how to. What's the word? Get it to not roll around as much as if you're in like a ice level for like Mario or something. It's not that bad. Like you can easily get over this. If I can make it to where it doesn't slide so much, this will be not that hard. The only problem is my platform here does not like to keep you on. So I'm going to look up how to make it to where this platform right here will basically allow the player to travel freely. I mean, not freely, with be able to travel that whenever it's in motion, it doesn't push the player off. And then once you get here, you can get to the other side. I have a few old scripts from a previous project from class that I want to test out on here. Like one of them is it changes the colors. Like let's say your goal is right here. Let's say the goal is right here. I can have it change colors repeatedly, basically telling the player, hey, this is important. I mean, I'm probably going to put an object on top of this being the goal, like a little trigger, and that will be the colorful thing. But this right here, level 1, is going to be the tutorial level, so it's not going to be that big. Once I get all the programming stuff set from the start to the finish, then I'm going to start working on levels, and that'll be part of the level design aspect. I just want to get in a little bit of the coding today, excuse me, and I want to show off the stuff I've done. So if you notice, I am using, I'm currently using OBS right now. It's a lot better for this type of recording. So I'm gonna start using OBS for my game design videos, and then for any gaming videos, I'll just use the normal Xbox game bar I've been using. It's not the best recording device, but it gets the job done. But for things like these videos, I need something like this. So let's start with the camera controller in Visual Studio. Now I'm still very rusty on the terms, but as you can see, it's a very simple script that I got from a YouTuber, and I can't remember his name, but thank you for that channel. I'll put a link in the description of where I got it in the event that you want to use this very simple code. So if that dude somehow sees it, I thank you so much, because you're helping me out as someone who really sucks at coding. This is a great way for me to practice. So basically, I got my game object, called it target, just like the tutorial. This works with the X, Y, and Z motion. Whenever I press the WASD, that moves the character. Here, let me replay it one more time so you can see, like, with all the motions and stuff. So this is D, this is an A. Forgive the slowness, as I'm still getting. I'm gonna figure out the motion. So D and A. I believe this is the. I want to say the X. No, I think this is the. I think this is the X-axis. I always got the X, Y, and Z axes confused, so forgive me on that. So let's just say this is the X-axis, and if I'm incorrect, someone can correct me and be like, actually, that was the Y or Z. It's totally fine. I don't care. And then you have this is W and S, going forward and back. And yes, because of the 4 buttons, you can go in all directions, albeit a little bit slidey everywhere. But this is where I wanted to get. I might actually make the character a little bit faster, and then add a code onto this platform right here that basically makes the player attached, and then allows the player to travel onto the quote-unquote goal platform right here. So that was the movement one. The camera one, which does need to be adjusted for the actual gameplay. It's also very simple, way more simple than a lot of the scripts I had to copy in college for the games I had to do. Which, as someone with, I would say, I'm still a beginner in coding. I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people who go into game design. They're usually beginners. Unless that was their favorite thing. As you can see, this basically follows the target, which this target is right here. This is your target. Anywhere this character goes, the camera will follow. However, it will not rotate. I had to make it to where it only follows based on one axis. Hey, I was right. That is the X-axis. And the Y-axis is up, and the Z-axis is that way. The only thing I can't do is jump. I don't feel like adding a jump thing, mostly because, 1, I think it'll break the character. 2, this is a marble, so it wouldn't make sense for it to jump. If it was a monkey ball, heck yeah, that would be awesome. It basically looks like monkey ball's ball. But, yeah, that's a good enough reason why I don't have jumping. But yeah, for the camera, I want it to only follow on one axis. So it only follows through the X-axis. I mean, technically, it goes with the Z-axis, but I mean, like, it can only go left and right. It can't go rotating and stuff. Whenever I first added the camera on here, before I added the script, it would rotate as well with the player. So let's say, here, let me show you. I'm moving forward, so you may not be able to see it because of the texture, but the ball is rotating. Just to remind you in the scene, as you can see, the ball is rotating. So imagine that, but the camera is also rotating in whatever direction the ball is rolling. That got very dizzy. As you can see, the camera is following, which is pretty good. So this is day one. We'll call this day one of the Marble remake. Whenever I get better onto coding, I'm going to start actually going back to a lot of the projects and actually coding them, because I still have Tesla Towers, and I do want to actually code stuff into that. I just wanted to finally conquer my demons and you know, learn to code a little bit better, so that way I can actually make that into a horror game. Because I mean, a lot of you guys said you really liked the idea, so I guess I have to keep up with it. Because the second idea of the level design I didn't really like. I'll keep that map, the fantasy world, but I'm not going to use it for anything right now. So for now, the only thing we're going to be working on is the Marble game, to basically help me out get better at coding while also working on level design. So I hope you guys can wish me luck on that. Anyway, that's all I have for today. The next video I'm going to do is going to be on, what is today? Today is Tuesday. I know you guys can see this. I'm going to record my next video by Thursday, so I'm only going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays to ease me into it so I don't burn myself out from level design again. So tomorrow I'm going to start building the level up. I'm just going to get the level from here to here. This might not end up being the ending structure. Like, I might build onto it even further, and it might even go on to, like, say, around here. It all depends on how I feel for the tutorial area. But once the tutorial is complete from start to finish, then I'm going to move on to level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do at least 10 levels total. And each video will be an update on the level and new items that I might add to it. I'm pretty sure I'm only going to add a few mechanics in this game, because it's supposed to be a very simplistic Marble game. But I still need to learn some coding, so it's good that I add anything that I can that's easy, like, for example, a collectible, like a collectible coin or something. You know, that's what I did in college, and I could never get the collectible coin fully down, so maybe I will add that as a way to help me out, and anyone who struggles as well, because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there like me who do struggle with coding. This can be a way to help each other out. Like, if you can't find the tutorials that I've been using, you can just follow along me. But I will leave links in the description of the people that I found these tutorials for, just so I can give them credit, because they are the ones who did the actual work. I'm just learning along, so we can all learn along together. So anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all on Thursday.